Are you successful? Chances are you probably aren't. Hello, my name is Jero Libuka and I'm a singer-songwriter bringing stories to life through music and my beautiful guitar. Okay, back to the question. Are you successful? You see, we're at that time of the year where as musicians it could be a really daunting time or be an exciting time depending on how you see it, because Spotify Wrapped is out. And if you don't know what Spotify Wrapped is, this is the time of the year where the year comes to an end and Spotify posts your results as an artist, posts your streams and how well you've done. Although it's a good thing, so you see how well you're doing and you can gauge your engagement and everything, it could be pretty daunting if you're an up-and-coming artist. It kind of takes me back to my secondary school days in Nigeria. You see, the Nigerian schooling system was a bit one kind. I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but for me personally, at the end of each semester, we get a report card like everybody else does. And on that report card, you're graded based on how well you did in the class. So let's say in a class of 30 people, you get the best grades in class, you come first out of 30. If you get the second best grades in class overall in all your subjects, then you become second out of 30. So you can imagine what it is for the last person, the person that gets the worst grade in class. You're gonna come last, 30 out of 30. And the funny thing is that everybody would know. You see, back in the day in secondary school, I wasn't the smartest kid. So at the end of the semester, I always felt my heart pounding, you know? And I was dyslexic, so I was way below the class. And my learning, the way I learned, was very different from the school curriculum. So I felt like I was done. So at the end of the semester, we get our results. And sometimes I'm at the bottom of the class. And the funny thing is that everybody knew. So it kind of messed with my self-esteem and everything. So it brings me back to present year to have somewhat of that same feeling. But this is something I'm already good at, which is music. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad artist if you don't get that many streams. It's just there's always something you haven't done. But enough of my emotional trauma. I really do need therapy. Back to present day. Like I said, Spotify Wrapped is out. And this is a time of the year where artists get their results on how many streams they've done, as well as listeners getting their analytics on what they've listened to throughout the year. It's an exciting time for everybody. But if you're an up-and-coming artist, it could be really daunting, especially for those who've been in the game for a while. Like me, I'm a traditional artist and my background is performing. So I'm the guy that plays the guitar at shows and everything. But because I have little to no streams, does it mean I'm unsuccessful? I mean, let's go back to the word successful. According to the Oxford Dictionary, success by definition is the achievement of one's goal or purpose, which is pretty straightforward. But in the music industry, I think we have a very warped understanding of what success is. In 2017, I came across this book, How to Make It in the New Music Industry by Ari Hastand, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but he gave this example. Okay, picture this. There is a girl in a small city. She owns a restaurant or a cafe. And in this cafe, she has an inflow of customers. She makes good revenue. And she has employees under her. But at the same time, because she's not a big-ass franchise like Starbucks, does it mean she's unsuccessful? I don't know, but I feel like in the music industry, when it comes to artists, we feel like the idea of a successful artist should be an artist that's touring the world, have 1 million streams on Spotify, signed under a label. And for some reason, most artists feel like if you haven't attained this level of success, then you haven't made it in the industry. So with that example, it got me thinking, I mean, if this girl has a business that she's making money off comfortably and has an inflow of customers, I think she's doing very well for herself. So it brings me back to the independent artist. Someone like me, although I don't have the streams, and obviously I don't have the subscribers on my YouTube yet, subscribe to my YouTube. When I think about it, I'm pretty successful. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't strive for more, but at the same time, you should understand that the idea of success is relative. When I think about it, I'm an indie artist, unsigned, and for the past decade, I have honed my craft in such a way that I have mastered my own style of production. I'm a touring artist. I have a small yet growing fan base, and I'm somewhat living off my music. Does that mean I'm not going to try to achieve more? Of course not. I'm gonna always try new things. Like now I'm on YouTube, I'm talking to a camera. I've never done this before. So this is kind of daunting for me, but at the same time, I'm trying to build my skills. What am I trying to say? I feel like to get to the next level of our success, we should appreciate how far we've come. And also we should appreciate the amount of work that our past self has put into us in order for us to be successful today. That way we can put in more work for our future self to be more successful than us today. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But yeah, when it comes down to it, man, success is relative. And whether you're in music, you're in tech, or you're just an entrepreneur, I feel like before you give up on anything, always ask yourself, what else can I do? There's always something you haven't done. And if anything, I'll leave you with this. Always strive to do more and never give up on your calling just because you're not seeing the results right now. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. And I don't know, man, I feel like I've rambled throughout this video, but if you got at least something in this video, I hope I made sense, and I do implore you to like and subscribe. I'm pretty new with all of this, as you can see, and I believe we can only go up from here. So if you have any critique for me, I'm very open to you writing it down in the comments below or sending me an email. Yeah, and I might be playing in your city soon, so if you want to be in my mailing list, you would know my updates and where I'm playing next or what videos I have next. Also, if you want to support me as an artist, I just released a new song. I'll put it here. And it would be nice if you could stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Run the numbers. Yeah, man, my name is Gerald Ibuka, and I hope I was able to like say something. Until next time, peace, love, and get to work. Okay, love you. Bye.